This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're at Jonathan Betz Photography. Since 2006, they have been providing memories that are priceless for folks in Colorado Springs as well as up and down the Front Range. I'm here with Jonathan and his wife, family-owned business, 2006, drive out of the humidity, landed you here in Colorado, your love for the great outdoors. Let me ask you, first of all, John, what got you involved in this type of industry?
It was really kind of a fluke. I went out to Yellowstone National Park and thought I should probably bring a camera with me. And here we are, fast forward today, and here I am doing portraits and living the outdoors and, loving life.
Folks out there, consumers, we can pretty much capture an image anymore on any device. You got iPods, iPhones, laptops, you name it. Why is it the necessity to basically hire a professional when it comes to capturing those very, very important events of your life?
Well, I think there's so much to it. I mean, from John's standpoint as the photographer for our business, his background, yes, it started out as a fluke, but he ended up being mentored that summer at Yellowstone by a professional photographer and just basically found his passion doing that. And when he learned, it's kind of neat because in today's digital world, many of the photographers out there have never experienced shooting with film. The fact that he learned on film when he started is huge because it makes him really be able to comprise each image, knowing what he wants the camera to do so he can choose to follow the rules or break the rules and really control that completely. It's something that today, yes, there's lots of pictures being made, but equipment makes a huge difference. The quality of glass, we obviously, use only fully professional equipment and lenses and have invested very well so that he's using the best possible equipment. But it also comes to just John's eye and the way that, if you are at that session and you're watching things, there are things that he's seen and that he allows the camera to see that you, when you come to see your images, are like, oh my gosh, that's what you were seeing.
Equipment is a big deal out there for folks. Share what's a little bit some of the equipment you use out there when you're on location.
I use Nikon equipment, and mostly my go-to lens is the 70 to 200 2.8 VR2 lens. It's really nice because it compresses the image, and I just love compression in images. And it really brings those mountains closer than they really are.
Bringing that scenery in, obviously the scenery is what attracts you folks to here to Colorado, and quite often that's where you find yourselves, out in God's studio, basically doing what you do best. So let me ask you, why is it you seem to love it out there, and is that where you really shine?
The reason I love it is just because it's always changing. The light is always different, and there's always something new out there to photograph. You can go to the same place 10 times, and there's always a new result.
There's so much beauty here. It's almost silly to want to be inside in some ways. And for kids, they're out and about, they're able to move, they don't feel enclosed like you would in a studio setting. And so you tend to get some really real and natural moments happening within your family as well during the session that's happening.
Obviously, a lot of types of photography you guys offer out there. Let's start off, first of all, a very memorable year for any of us to want to capture is that of our senior year. Tell me what you guys offer in the way of senior photography.
For our high school seniors, we actually have 3 session options to really meet every family where they want to be. So you can go as simplistic as a quick 15-minute yearbook session. A lot of the guys fall very well into that because it's a no frills, no fuss, very simple session. We then have a 1-hour session where you now get to set your outdoor location, or certainly we can provide indoor locations. We just tend to find that everybody wants to feature the beauty around us. And then we have a 3-hour session option, which is really great because you go to multiple locations. So it's the fantastic place for students who either really excel and want to very much highlight sport that they play or an artistic, element that they do, as well as go to multiple locations where you can really mix in urban and natural settings and have that variety. Any of our 1-hour or 3-hour sessions allow them for the outfit changes that they all want to do. And the high school seniors are just one of our top favorites that we do.
Obviously, you're a family-oriented business. You've got your family, your kids, pretty much everybody involved. So therefore, family portraits is something you provide as well. And once again, you can probably handle any group out there because there's no walls to where you're at.
That's very true. Obviously, it's most common for us to do just an immediate family of anywhere from 3 to 5 or 6 people. It's just a fun time. For a lot of our family sessions, that husband and wife who now has kids has not had an updated picture of just the two of them since they got married. And so that's a great opportunity during our family sessions that, John makes as a priority for him, is to do a picture of the husband and wife, and to also get individuals of the kids that are represented in that family and try to get, the siblings all together as well.
Speaking of since they got married, obviously weddings, big day. Tell me what you basically are able to capture on that day.
Our weddings, obviously, we're typically with our couples for a minimum of 6 hours and up to 10. We've got some different packages. With weddings, we do both go, so I get to assist. We love starting with a couple in their getting ready moments and then following them through the ceremony and then into the reception. And one of the things that we love to do, that we try to encourage all of our couples to create time for on the wedding day, is to do some great location portraits of them. We never limit our wedding couples to the 2 locations that they've chosen for ceremony and reception with our coverage. So we'll really go anywhere that works within the timeline of their day.
Excellent. So basically, you name it, from babies to corporate events to corporate portraits, you guys pretty much can handle anything out there that Colorado Springs has thrown at you. Obviously, as a film photographer, but we also enjoy the digital world that we jumped into. Quite honestly, the artistic expression anymore is not just at the shooting end, but now at the back end, when you're back editing. Are you able to enhance those photographs digitally as well?
Yes, we fully embrace digital, love all of the benefits and great things that have come out of that. But certainly his goal is always to get things right in the camera. So when we are doing that processing that, yes, is necessary on the images, it's very minimal. We obviously always do basic retouching. We want our, high school seniors, our families, everybody that's in the picture to look their very best. And so we always include basic retouching. When people come to see the images, we will have, narrowed them down to the very best representation from their session, and they will be, finalized images. So that, yes, we've done the things that you have to do on the back end, but while keeping things very real and having that very natural tone to them.
Folks, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. If you go to the website, obviously you're going to see many images they can share with you. They've got galleries of their work that will really entice you to want to come out and capture a great memory. You can also check out their blog. On the blog, you're going to get to basically see that they do enjoy doing seniors, and the seniors keep them busy during that season. And so let me ask you one last thing, guys. Education, continuing education. Obviously, the industry is always changing. Is that important to you, John?
Absolutely. You got to stay on top of your game and always continually learning. I think if you stop learning, you start to get complacent in your craft and your technique, and just staying on top of everything is important. Just always improving. So climbing higher and higher.
Workshops are obviously part of something you guys do as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do have some different educational workshops that we do offer. Our own continuing education primarily comes out of attending one of the 2 big yearly professional photography conventions that happens each year. And so we make it a big point to go there. And that's continuing education not only for the photography skills and keeping John sharp, but also helps us keep up with all of the newest trends and products. There's always, certain things that are coming out. That's one of the huge benefits with the digital world, is that it has given amazing access to some end result products that we offer. And that is something that is also at the heart of our business, is being able to provide all of our families who come to us with professional grade, highest quality in the industry products, whether that's just the highest quality of prints that we always offer as board mounted, or if we move into really cool wall art pieces. We've got pieces now on acrylic, on metal, on canvas, on wood, lots of really cool options in addition to albums. And then what we're able to do from our education is then, yes, work with other, aspiring photographers or just advanced amateurs who want to build their skills, whether it's in photography, in the post-production side, or in the business side of things.
Folks, what I really pick up here is obviously the 2 of you have been very blessed here in Colorado Springs. You hope that your work is a blessing to others. Obviously, it has been. In 2009, you guys were picked top 5 studios, basically in Southern Colorado. Tell me, how does that feel to know that you're doing probably what you were put here to do?
It's just a huge blessing. I think professional photography, when done well, provides such a huge importance in families' lives. We see our own kids every day really taking in the albums we have of our family, looking at the art pieces that we have put into our home of them. And so I think it really gives them a really cool sense of family and their place in the world, and gives them just that sense of, I'm loved, I'm appreciated, I'm important. And I think we provide that for families. I know every time families come to, receive what they've ordered, it's such an exciting time, and it feels really rewarding to know that you've given them wall art and these pieces in their home that are going to grow in value over time, and that start to tell that story of legacy. And so it's just a really neat blessing to be a part of that, to really have a mind to be serving them. And that's what we want. The people who are going to come to us are families who absolutely 100% are in love with their own family. They feel that that is such an important piece of life for them. And so they want artistry in the images that they're going to do. And they're also people who truly value the fact that we are going to have professional grade, high quality options for them to order and enjoy in their home.
John, last thing, you've been photographing now for over 7 years. Is the passion still alive?
Oh, passion's definitely alive. I started photography in 2002 professionally, and it started my business in 2006. And so ever since then, there's always something new to learn, always something new to just explore. The photography is my life's calling, and I really love it. So.
His life's calling down here with Jonathan Betz Photography. Once again, remember their contact information is at the bottom of the screen, folks. Invest in an artist. Your memories are priceless. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.